Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Totally Indian Football Show with me, your host Siju. And once again, I think I can keep doing this always with the Mumbai City FC fans because I'm in Bombay and that gives me like more leverage to get these guys back again. But I am also happy the fact that I have three new voices on the show because Ashish was here the last time as well. If you remember, we did an episode right after the season got over and they were the Shield winners. And I think, I think I didn't mention there probably will come back and do another one during the ACL. And here we are. I have four lovely people in the studio that you don't get to see, but you will get to hear for sure. So Ashish, you can probably introduce yourself in the end because you've been here. And why don't you start, Akshay?
Hey, hi guys, this is Akshay Dutia here. I'm here for the first time on this podcast, and I'm really excited to speak about the AFCCL.
Hi guys, I'm Tushar Sinha. I've been watching the show for years now. I'm glad to be a part of it now finally. So looking forward to a great session now.
Hi guys, I'm Anand and this is my first time here and I'm really excited plus nervous to make sure that I keep a cool and calm demeanor on the show.
Hi guys, this is Ashish. Been here before, always as excited as I was the first time.
Yeah, he's like been there, done that. Let's get it rolling. Now we know it's coming up. This episode, I mean, we're recording on a Saturday, but it's live. You guys are listening to it on a Wednesday on 13th, and we're just few days away from the big game where Mumbai City begin their AFC Champions League season, and I think we're all excited. So let's start with you, Akshay. And what are your initial thoughts when the draw happened? Yes, Al Hilal and all of that buzz is there, but I think there are three top teams from their respective countries, like it's Iran and Uzbekistan, if I'm not wrong, the other two clubs. So they are a power pack teams also, and I think I've mentioned about Uzbekistan and probably mostly all the episodes whenever we talk about Indian football and the other teams and countries are doing. So overall, how do you kind of assess this, and what are your initial thoughts about it?
So yeah, when the draws came out, I was really excited to see the teams because there are two new entrants along with us. So that makes us like gives us a lot of confidence because last time around, even when we played the experienced teams, we put in a good show. So yeah, we've got great expectations also this time. As you know, there are three teams, including us, who are relatively new to this setup. And obviously, we're facing the giants of Asian football, Al Hilal. We know they've played the Club World Cup semi final a couple of years ago against Chelsea. So, yeah, they're actually a huge team, even pre the Saudi influx of players. So, quite excited to play one of the biggest teams in Asia.
Tushar, your thoughts initial?
For me, firstly, Mumbai playing a Champions League game is massive. Like there's the thought of it that a Mumbai club is playing in the Champions League of Asia. That's just massive for me. And given that the fact we'll play now in India, unfortunately can't play at home, but Pune still. I'll make peace with it being home. It hurts to say it, but it's home. But yeah, it's the fact that we'll see them play in a Champions League match. Like Akshay said, the like Al Hilal, irrespective of Neymar coming in, it was always a big club. It's the Asian giant, and facing them, it's mad exposure to our players. And we put on a show last time. We did our utmost best. So I think I won't jinx anything right now, but I think we're good to go.
Yeah, I think you all are being too modest and sweet. I mean, when you say that you all did well last time, you all did very well. I think it was the only team, the only Indian club to win a game in Champions League, right? So, irrespective of the opponents, I mean, you may say bigger, smaller, but doesn't matter. You're playing the best. Just like we look at the UEFA and say that they're the best of Europe, you're actually playing the best in Asia, right? Ashish, your initial thoughts?
When the draws came out, I mean, honestly, got a little scared, top three teams from their respective countries. But again, it's that feeling of representing the country, not just the club, even us as a fan base, West Coast Brigade. When the draws came out initially, honestly, personally, I was a little scared, top three teams from their respective countries. But then again, the feeling of representing the country at such a high level, playing the Champions League, and us fans representing the country in Pune now, it's always a great feeling. You get goosebumps when you're in the stadium, you're chanting with thousands of other people. And yeah, super excited that no matter what results we get, no matter who the opponents are, I know Neymar, Al Hilal, all of that. But just excited to be there in the stadium and chant for the club.
Same question to you, Anand.
I'll be very honest. I have dreamt of this to see Mumbai City FC play a Champions League game, and remember chanting in the stadium that we'll play Champions League soon or someday. And the dream has come true. We will surely play, but the only problem is we are not playing in Mumbai. That'll be a setback. But again, it's our team. Will be supporting it. I was over the moon. I was in fact in a meeting when the draws came out, and I was watching the draws. Hiding my phone under the table and just watching it. It was a good moment of pride, and I feel. Irrespective of where and how we play, it's how we support the team and how the team backs their performance in the ground. And more or less, I guess all of them have just summed up whatever I wanted to say. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it.
So going ahead, and it's going to be a cracker of games, so you can expect all the three. I know the buzz is always around the big name, and I've got questions, and otherwise I wouldn't get questions asked. They know I work somewhere in the football space, but they never I don't get asked. Oh, there's a game happening. Oh, Neymar aa raha hai, and all of that. That's the news. Like कब जाएंगे? चलो जाते हैं and types. I'm like, you're coming to see Neymar. You can watch him still on TV. You want to watch Mumbai City play, you can come. But because it's not like I've always supported Brazil in the World Cup as well, and of course a big moment. But because I've been watching teams play right in front of me, Tushar is here, we've been Mumbai FC days, so it's like when you start watching even your local game, you go down there and you start watching, I think the whole change happens in your mindset that that's more closer to me than something else. It's definitely a big moment, but I think we deserve to watch it than the ones who don't ones who don't get and they just want to eat the pie. But going about with this season, let's talk about the team, right? Mumbai City FC. Few changes here and there with players, but I think Mumbai City has kept the core somewhere there. At least the Indian players are there. Anand, starting with you, how do you look? We also saw a glimpse of it in the Durand Cup. It was a decent campaign, not bad at all. So, how do you assess the team for the new season?
So in Durand Cup, I think Des was doing all his permutations and combinations, shuffling the squad, which was good. Even though we didn't do great considering how we have performed last season in Durand Cup. So it was a good platform for the team to gel, to see what fits well, which player does well with what player. And moreover, I feel it was a good platform for the team to come together as one unit. And I'm sure Des has now fixed teams to put in the starting 11 and make sure that we have the best squad going in the matches. The only problem I see is the defense. It's not that great considering we had fall last season, and even Jahu for that matter, and the other players that are filling in their boots. They have to do something massive to make sure that they solidify the position and just carry forward from where Paul and Jahu they have left.
Yeah, I think the Lobera effect had to happen, right? When he came here, it had to begin. If I had to ask you, Ashish, players that you look forward to watching, maybe the new ones or the ones who are already there, and what are your expectations like? Because I feel even ISL as a whole, we'll come to talking about ISL as a season. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to it this time because it's going to be a cracker of a season, not just for players. I'm going to look at the battle between the coaches, all the team. That I'm getting goosebumps just talking about. Like, what a season. I just hope ISL doesn't screw up the whole marketing out of it because it's a pumping, it's like a goosebumps season. So, just looking at overall as well, but who are your picks among the players that you're looking forward to?
I think watching the same players that played for us and performed and won us the Shield last season, it's always a pleasure watching them. But again, like we had discoveries last season, I'm looking forward to those new youngsters who will probably come in as substitutes and then go on to fix their names in the starting 11, maybe given more performances. Excited for that, but can't lie, watching those foreigners, I can't explain how good it feels to like watch them play that kind of football for Mumbai.
Tushar, coming to you, Des what a guy, right? Like what a coach. I can always, whenever I speak about Des Buckingham, I have to like spend a few seconds just me monologuing about him. But yeah, it is indeed a pressure. Of course, there would be some kind of pressure for him to perform the same like the last time because it was quite a dominating performance. And to repeat something like that, considering now we just mentioned about how the season also looks like, how do you feel like him leading the team once again? And there's all rumors that he may leave, may not leave, but he's extended all of that. And it's a new set of players that he's playing. Just like I think Anand mentioned a few guys missing, when Ashish mentioned a few key players missing. But how do you see? Because I think he's gelled with the team very well. He just looks like another player. So I think we saw a video, right, where he had a spot kicks with Changte and he got it all in. So how do you assess him leading the team once again?
I think he gels as well as he gels his hair. It's just, he's as like what I feel about him is he's a man with a plan. He comes, he thinks, he takes time to assess how the game would be. Like the fact that he goes to every single opponent's game and sits and makes notes. It shows that he's here for a lot. Like whatever the rumors are, he might go, might stay, but he looks like a man who has a plan. And what I respect about him is he's trying to build a culture, he's trying to build a community, or he's trying to give the local guys a chance, the young guys a chance. Having even Jayesh come back, for me, Jayesh has a soft spot. Him being a Mumbai FC guy, it was tough to watch him play with all these Bangalore and all. Seeing him in that blue was really annoying to me. But happy to have him back. So it seems like this guy wants to make a setup here for the future. And, so that I feel about Des is something he's here for a while. I don't want to jinx it again, but he's here for a while.
Let's talk about the Mumbai boys then, right? Because that was a good segue and a good point. I think there was a point even in Mumbai FC days where some of the players were not playing for Mumbai FC, especially Ashu and Jayesh when they were playing, and there was a whole chant of Mumbai Bulavte, Gari hai, Gari, and he's finally home now. Jayesh is. So, and I think even he's super happy, right? That's the whole point when you play. I think any local lad playing for their city is always the happening thing. But you have some more guys now with Rahul Bekhe, Jay Rane, literally out there doing things for the home club. And as fans, what do you have to say about that?
It's super, like we're super happy that we are seeing a lot of local representation. Even for last season, if you see, we had Hardik Bhatt. He's literally a local. He stays in Andheri. You can't get more local than that. So now, yeah, he's a really good friend of mine too. Yeah. So yeah, and now seeing Jayesh come back to Mumbai, I think we've had really good time with him bantering even when he's playing for other teams in Mumbai. So now supporting him, it's going to be exciting. And Rahul Bekhe, as always, I think he's going to be one of the most important players once again. His experience in defense is going to help us a lot.
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to the day when he still scores from his head, wins the title for Mumbai City FC. That'll be really fun. But
He made up for it by
yeah,
scoring a header in the Champions League.
yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. How do you guys from the season that went by? If I had to ask you, Ashish, I won't ask you. You were there. So, Akshay, you can mention about how did you expect that run of the series of win that Mumbai City got the last time in the last season, and how do you kind of assess it? Do you think the team can do it once again?
Last season, even Des mentioned that, it was not just that one season. It was 15 to 18 months of hard work coming in from the earlier season where,
Yeah.
we were not that great because Des was trying out things. And that hard work translated into the next season, pre-season. And that's how that whole run, went in. And speaking to Des a lot of times about this during the games, after the games, he always says that, I am looking at one game at a time. I am not looking at it as a run. So that was really a built up of, the hard work and win by win by win by win. And then eventually, yes, it did come to an end, but yeah, it was a great season. To replicate it, I don't know if the same set of players, like we have the core, but a couple of missing pieces that we think, but I don't know if the new players have already made up for that we'll only be able to see once the season starts. But if we even can just get that setup back again, I don't think Mumbai is the team to beat.
Tushar, I always wanted somebody from Mumbai FC days who've now been part of Mumbai City FC to always want to ask this. So, I'm sure the transition was not easy, right? Because it was, you never expected a club that you supported, or at least there was some kind of support building up, and then suddenly the club is no more. Yes, it got relegated, but probably we could have played at the lower levels. Yeah, the V is come because I was also part of the Yellow Brigade. Yeah, the coolest Yellow Brigade that was ever there. Not the other one that whatever. So, so how was it like for you? Like, it was it like, okay, any club, it's a Mumbai after all. Was it that easy, or it was less like, okay, still an ISL team, and all of those initial days were that way, right? Oh, ISL aa gaya, sab le liya and stuff. So how was the journey like for you to be Mumbai FC to Mumbai City FC?
It was damn tough, to be honest. It's like getting over an ex. It takes a lot of time. So like when Mumbai City was there, Mumbai FC both coexisted. It wasn't like we were two separate. It wasn't like it's two rivals. It was two separate teams and playing two separate leagues. So we were all together. The Mumbai FC fans used to meet Mumbai City FC fans. There was no rivalry there. So I was anyway City fan back then, but seeing Mumbai FC go down was damn heartbreaking. And then it took some time. It's not like I transitioned that easily. It won't do justice to my love for Mumbai FC. It's still a part of my life. I'll never forget that. But if I to be too little candid, they did us wrong too by shutting shop and not going after that second division league. But anyway, so we have to, that it's life. You have to move on. And Mumbai City FC is a club which makes you feel home. It's not like any other corporate club which it's just running and then you are not a part of it. You are a part of it. They ask you questions. The club communicates with you very frequently. You're a part of it. You make plans with the club, which happened with Mumbai FC also. Mumbai FC also we used to meet the club and make plans. It's happening here also. So it felt like home. Again, the ethos of this whole club is building a community. You can see it even when you go to the stands now. When you enter the stadium, it shows the history of Mumbai, the history of this club. Every single fabric of this club is now building towards building a Mumbai football culture, which was again Mumbai FC. Mumbai FC had a very great academy going on back then, Mumbai Football Academy. They were doing a really good job, but then again they shut shop and the kids lost a place to play for Mumbai. But with Mumbai City FC, there's a platform now. I go for these small local
Yeah.
youth games, and I see these parents. They come for these games. They see that there's like if my kid is playing for football, he has a future. And Mumbai City FC is massive right now. It's one of
Yeah.
the biggest football clubs in Mumbai, in India. And for a kid to aspire to be a Mumbai football player, that's what makes me home. That for me, Mumbai football is massive. I want to see Mumbai football be at the top. And when I see kids wanting to play for Mumbai City FC, that then it feels like home. So then I can get over that ex now and move on to a better person.
Yeah, I think also it's gradual, right? Credit where it's due, because gradually Mumbai City FC has also built that fabric that you mentioned about closeness to the community, closeness to the fans. Initially, with whatever hiccups they had, they're finding that sleeve back again to get closer to the community and build that. Ashish, when you guys, I think the last time I was there in the stadium, I had pamphlets. I forgot to even post it, I think. And the last time I forgot to even ask you all. But some suddenly remembered, I'm reminded of it, where you all had pamphlets of, that some chants written on it. And, stuff like that. Some kind of a small thing, with whoever's coming new or whoever doesn't know or whoever can't be part of that stand, which is always buzzing, the West Coast Brigade stand. So, how did you guys come up with that? Like anyone can answer, all of you all can share your thoughts. How do you all come up that? And we've seen that with certain other clubs, but it's good that every club is doing some of their own stuff. And what pushed you all to do that?
So the fact that our stand was started to getting sold out. So now we had to do things to get our stand extended basically. Even if it's not in the WCB stand, the other stand is a WCB stand. The whole stadium is a WCB stand for us now. So what we are trying to do is put out pamphlets. Some of our core guys going to the other stand, singing the chants over there also. Like we're planning maybe if we can get 2-3 megaphones, who knows, and go through and get to the other side of the like behind the goal also. So if that works out, it's going to be crazy. And for that we thought of this idea of putting chants up on social media. We put them on Instagram, know your chant scene. It was a series of know your chants, and then we thought that we can even put out pamphlets where people can actually read the chants and understand the lyrics as well. And we only put out the 4-5 very simple ones, like 4-5 liners. So it was very easy for people also to get a hang of it. And like some of the games, even some random uncle and aunties who've come for a game for the first time, they were also like, yeah, Mumbai, Mumbai, and starting to do the chants. And that gave us motivation that we can go ahead and extend the stand.
Yeah, I think the whole idea was to make sure that it's all inclusive, like we are all together in that, right? We just don't want one particular stand to buzz. We want the whole stadium to buzz. And it will only give us, more energy as WCB fans to transcend into the pitch where players, hear us. And it's motivation being transferred from the stands to the pitch. And if we have more, fans coming for the first time, like you mentioned, like uncles and aunties are coming, we want them to be a part of us. Like even Tushar mentioned about how Mumbai is trying to build that culture, the community. As fans, if club is doing their bit, even we are doing our bit, in a way that if you come for a game for the first time, we would give you an experience wherein you would want to come for the next time as well. So that has been the whole agenda, that has been the mentality, not just two or three of us or the core group. In fact, we make sure that everyone knows what the message is, so that whenever we enter the stadium, whenever we are there in the stand, we make sure that everyone knows what we stand for.
Ashish, you also mentioned this point of how it's like a proud moment for representing the country and everything in the ACL, right? I think, I mean, not just picking on your point as such, but in general, I was thinking about it. I've always thought about this. Is this topic of when you play in the Asian scenario, either the AFC Cup or the ACL, now that you're regularly also playing in the ACL, the fact that you want to portray that as, oh, all clubs come united and kind of play, or fans are playing. I'm like, that's a talk conversation that only happens in Indian football, because I remember the last time when I don't know, I was talking to someone and I said it's because only one team ever plays, right, represents, and you're like, oh, why? But I mean, why would I want to support Mohun Bagan when they play in ACL? Right? Because I don't support, like, just because they're an Indian club. So I mean, imagine Manchester City asking, can all of England come together and support us because you're, and they'll be like, hello. I mean, they're anyway hooligans, so but like they'll be like, probably the club might just shut, right? Because of I don't know, fans protest or whatever. So, what do you have to say about that buzz? Like, yes, you guys coming together is something different. All the fans or the whole of Mumbai coming together, but asking other, it's a general take. Okay, it's a general thought. I just wanted to pick your brains on that. In terms of that, like, why? I think it's because we're the only one of the clubs always play. But as fans, club fans, right? Why do you want the whole of India to come?
It's obviously a personal choice at the end
Yeah.
of the day. But for me, I feel it's obviously Mumbai. I will go to the stadium. I will support Mumbai. I will watch the matches. For other fans, since it's new that an Indian club going to such a high level, playing for the country, representing India, I would suggest them to support Mumbai. But it's just as an example, hypothetically, if it was another club playing the Champions League, I'm not sure if I would actually go to the stadium, support another club. But again, I would definitely watch it on TV, root for an Indian club to go as
That's
far as
also
they
because you're a
can.
football fan.
Yeah, as an Indian football fan, I would definitely do that.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to
I'd
add to
just like
that?
to add to this, I would want the club to do well, that it helps us get a better coefficient for Asian football, and it cements the Indian spot in the ACL. That would be my first agenda. Like, if they win it and they give that coefficient and it helps us, I don't mind. But like, we need a proper representation in Asia. For that, the clubs have to do well. So, like, I would want all the clubs to have a good run, because that will help us get a cemented spot in the Champions League or the AFC Cup, both.
Yeah. And also, we've seen this whole change of when the Calcutta clubs, nothing against them, but when they were in the I League, right? There's always a thing that they always give primary this thing for the I League, if they are in the run up for winning the league. Because I remember, I'm sure Tushar, all of us would remember at some point where they didn't send their best team to an AFC game because Mohan Bagan was regularly playing in the AFC Cup matches. And we always like, why would you not send your best team? I mean, but then that's what the primary was, you know. But now with all of those guys, with a lot of changes that happened behind the scenes on the ground, I also see like, as Akshay mentioned, all the club want to win the shield because they know they get an opportunity, want to play well. I think with FC Goa when they did last time, even with that team, right? They got a point out of that. So it was like there's some kind of seriousness finally. Like we are finally taking Asian football seriously. We've kept the World Cup dream a little distant for now, and saying we need to be best in Asia. So, what is your take as fans to see that also change, and a conversation also changing that no, we have to be one of the best in Asia?
Like what Lakshay said, practically seeing if an Indian club does well in Asia, it's good for our ranking. We do well as a country then in football. But as a fan, if you ask me, like when BFC was we had a crazy run in I think AFC Cup, and they reached the finals. I did not support them, man. I cannot see BFC win things, man. I as a person only, I can't see BFC win things. I don't like that club at all. Their fans also might be like I'm very close to a few of them, but I cannot see BFC do well. So I did not root for them. It was, yeah, I think if they would have won, Indian football would have done good, this, that. But yeah, I wouldn't want BFC to win anything, let alone the AFC. But irrespective of any club, not just BFC, even if Mohun Bagan does well, I wouldn't want them to win it. You do well, you reach the final and then end it there. Don't win things. Winning is for us. We will win things and we'll bring the rankings up. You come over, you finish things and then leave. So like that. So like practically speaking, it would do well for the country, but as a fan, I would never want any other club to win.
Adding to the thoughts of how do you see all the clubs as, like I said, like we are Indian football is finally taking Asia to be out there very seriously.
Yeah, I think everyone has realized it's not a corporate tournament anymore. It's not a franchise-based tournament because we have, AFC slots given to us. So the team, everyone, I think, even Punjab FC for that matter, would want to put out a strong team. Interkashi in I League would want to put out a strong team so that they compete and they might get a chance to, get promoted to ISL. So every team now has a mentality. Initially, we were, in a phase that all the clubs were still figuring out how to run a football club. I'm not saying people were not sufficient or had not enough knowledge to run it, but I think over the period of time we have grown to a level wherein people know that what are we contesting for. We are not. No team would want to just finish in top four, right? They would want to go for either Shield or the ISL trophy, and I think that has helped Indian football grow a lot because we see representations in Indian national team coming from I League. There are players from I League playing in the national team. If a team is finishing the last, but there are players representing. So I think it's a good pool of team right now. Ready to just snatch away the title of being the Giants right now, and us being in the contention of being on the upper echelon right now. I feel I feel there are teams lurking around, and even if, for example, Punjab FC would again be threat for every other team. So I think overall it's a good environment. It's a good pool to be in where team just are there around you. You just can't be, oh, I have won Shield last year or I have won ISL trophy last year. We just can't sit and think, oh, we'll go and just beat them. Like Akshay mentioned, Des is taking one match at a time, but he's not being lethargic about it. Okay, we won this match. I think next match dekhenge. That's not the approach of our team and also others' team. So yeah, I mean, good scene for Indian football clubs right now.
Now let's talk about the game that's going to happen on 18th of September. Like you all said, unfortunately happening in Pune. But I think finally something for the Pune crowd also to kind of, if there's a crowd. But I know some of them at least who are very excited. At least, they were craving for some kind of football at the top level happened, So that way, and we are playing an Iranian club, Nassaji Mazandaran. I'm sorry about that pronunciation. But thoughts on each of them can pick one by one and your thoughts on that game.
Yeah, super excited to finally watch our club play in India for the AFC Champions League. So yeah, this is going to be actually my third Champions League game since I traveled last season. But I'm super excited. Still, it feels as if it's going to be my first game in the Champions League. but super excited. I'm not very aware about how good a team Nasaji is, but I'm hoping that we do really well in our first game because we know that this group is going to be more of who among the other three teams gets a better hand on the other two and gets the least goals conceded against Hilal. That's what's going to be the whole agenda in this group. So I would really want us to do really well against Nasaji and the other team also from Uzbekistan. So Navbahor, I think, yeah. So super excited about doing well against these two teams, and I hope we get points against these two teams.
I unfortunately can't travel for that game. I have some prior commitments, but the fact that I'll be watching it on TV in a Mumbai club playing in the Champions League in India, not Mumbai. So it's
Close to Mumbai.
Close to Mumbai, 4 hour drive. But it's massive. It's massive for me to just imagine the thought that these guys will be there. They'll be seeing the club play in the Champions League live. I'll be there in the next games, but it's massive. So like Akshay said, I'm not really aware of how well that Iranian club is, but I kind of trust my club to put on a show at least, if not go all the way. But I'm really excited for this. I'm really pumped to see the Champions League game.
I think Des is now, after the Durand Cup, he knows what players will work where. He's done his experimenting. Unfortunate day against Mohan Bagan. I'm not sure what to call them anymore. But unfortunate loss against them. But we had a good campaign and he's tested a lot of players. Let's just hope we have a good run. And I honestly, I don't really worry too much about the results right now. We'll see whatever happens. I'm just very excited for the experience, and yeah, I trust Des and the squad.
I think the buzz that Neymar is coming to India to play against Mumbai, it has created an effect that, oh, why is Neymar coming to Mumbai, to India? And people are much more aware now. Oh, Mumbai City is going to play Champions League match, and it's not just one match. It has created a buzz amongst the fans for other matches as well. And it's I know, I know, I know. I mean, they all just want to see Neymar.
No, no. My point, I was just smiling at things that when you said the awareness is going to happen. I think there's the awareness also. Asia teams also play Champions League. No, I mean when you tell someone about
Okay.
Champions League, उनका पहला
Oh,
thought
UCL.
is the
Oh,
UCL,
yeah.
right? So I'm
Yeah.
like when you said the awareness building of okay, Mumbai City is playing in the Champions League. Everyone's also now aware there's a Champions League within the Asian clubs also.
Yeah.
This is what happened last year when I was traveling to Riyadh, and I told some of my friends who watch European football, I'm going for the Champions League. They're like, Champions League in Riyadh? What are you doing? I'm like, boss, even there's an Asian Champions League and India team is playing, so I have to go. My local club is playing. I'm going. So they were like, are you crazy? What is an Asian Champions League? But this season now, those same guys are like, I want tickets for the new game.
Yeah. Like we have to tell our friends, okay, UCL, ACL, Europa, AFC Cup. So that is how we are making that connection. Okay, this is what it is. It happens in Europe. You all are aware about it, but it also happens in Asia that you're not aware about it.
Good time to educate people,
Yeah,
right?
good time to educate and good time to flex that we know Indian football and we have been following Indian football since a long time now.
So I think in that way, perks should be given to the ones who are Indian football fans.
100%,
Tickets
100%.
wise.
Yeah. Like I have had random people texting me buy match card ticket, but I haven't seen you in Mumbai Football Arena or like
हाँ
anywhere.
उनको वो टिकट दे देना जब ISL का.
Yeah, I think we have been even fans on social media are mentioning that hey, we would want to get access to the tickets first because we have been supporting Mumbai City FC since a long time now. We just don't want random people watching just for the sake of watching Neymar play. But yeah, I mean the buzz is that fans should get preference, which is fair, which is I think all of us agree. We would not want a random person to just come. In fact, people are asking me, hey, where can I get tickets? When I bola here it'll come up on Mumbai City FC Instagram page, but you can also purchase the jersey of Mumbai City FC on Puma. So wear the jersey, come for the match, support Mumbai. So in whatever capacity, I think all of us are trying to tell people, ki boss, this is what you can do. Not just watch one game, but support the whole city, support the club that is representing India on an Asian level.
Since you mentioned jersey, there's a new kit out there. There's a new logo out there. Akshay, you want to start?
Speaking about the logo, I think I'm super happy and satisfied with the logo because this logo is not just a random logo that they've made. They've literally taken inputs from the fans and they've worked on those inputs, and we can see those inputs in the logo. So, you know, it just changing the shape and keeping the elements of the original logo. If you see, the original elements are still there. So that is one thing that, we as a fan base, or, me as a fan, I'm really satisfied that, the club actually listened to us while making the logo. So I'm super happy on that and very content with the logo. Coming to the jersey, I think we had really, like, the I'm not talking about the design. Keeping the design and all aside, I think we've received jerseys without logos. We've received jerseys with a small font on the back. We've received jerseys where you cannot, like, when you're trying to customize. There's a 6 font limit. Like, if you have a bigger name, you can't put your name on the jersey. Some very weird things that Puma does. So I think they need to improve their logistics, like, at least 100 times in what they are currently doing. We faced these issues in the past. The club has tried. They've been speaking to Puma, and they are trying to make things right. So I would not blame the club here, but I would blame Puma that they are not doing things right.
So you're hoping for the best in this season at least?
I don't know, because my size is not there. So I can't comment on this season because they don't have my size. So I'm going to be without a jersey this season.
Like for me personally, as a United fan, with CFG coming in, I sold my soul there only. But like it's damn like Man City. So it
Yeah, I think,
was
one of the
good.
things to change also is
Yeah.
probably to have some uniformity fit
Yeah.
within the CFG clubs, right? But as Akshay mentioned, that elements of train hai, they've kind of something about the ceiling ke saath M banaya hai. So all of those elements, yeah, yeah. So I think,
Yeah, I've made peace with the fact that we will be like Man City, and it hurts, but okay. It's Mumbai, so it works out. But just there's the fact that it's like Man City, so it's little off-putting for you at the kit. But the logo is fine with me, even if it looks like City. Like Akshay said, it has the elements of Mumbai, and they took in fan inputs. There was a form which came out. We gave our inputs, and it's been incorporated, so that works out the best for us.
With the logo, of course, they took a survey. What color do you like? What are the elements that you want to be included? You want to. There was a lot of questions that the fans were asked. But even for the launch, the launch of the logo, they shot a promo with the fans.
yeah.
I was obviously a part of it, and it was a pleasure. Not just that, when they launched the logo, when they launched the jersey, they called the fan base, and we were all there, of course, with the players, talking to Des, talking to
Yeah.
the players. I That's something that I'll always be grateful for, to have that connect with the club and to be able to talk to them, not just the players and the coach, but even the staff, the people who work behind the scenes for the club. It's so good to get that insight, and yeah, just be a part. Like, it's a family. You can't put it any other way.
The logo is beautiful, right? And like all of us mentioned, like all of them have mentioned, it captures the essence of Mumbai in a way that it was being asked to fans, like, what do you think represents Mumbai the best, right? And it had multiple questions, and the answers were so like you have to decide, oh, what represents Mumbai the best? Is it the sea link? Is it the gateway of India and everything? And it put us in a position to actually put our head into it, or what actually represents Mumbai. And I think even at some level all of it has been included, right? And I was actually really surprised. I thought it was just a logo launch reveal, but even jersey was revealed to us, and it was beautiful. The whole event, like Ashish mentioned, it was great. Interacted with different people, coaches of youth team, coaches, new players that we have signed from Reliance. We interacted with them. We just wanted to understand how they feel when they are coming to Mumbai. How do they see them representing Mumbai as? So overall, from having a new logo to having new set of players trying to play for Mumbai, trying to represent city in the best way.
Anyone traveling for the games? I mean, for the ACL? Yeah.
I'm planning to, but
Which
I'm
one?
doubtful. We're planning Uzbekistan.
Lovely, lovely. And I think, yeah, because after the 18th game, I mean, we're already talking about the home games, right? People only think of, oh, Al Hilal aa raha hai and aa raha hai, but we forget that there's in between Mumbai is traveling.
Yeah, it's
We've
like
already played them and then coming back here. So they'll be traveling to Uzbekistan and then already play Al Hilal October 23rd. What are you expecting from Uzbekistan? I hope you're there at least an extra day to at
yeah. So
least spend
we
some
we
time.
are we are planning 4 days, but we've not got a lot of time to be very honest because it's I think in some 20 days, around 23 days I think.
Yeah.
And one of us has already got their visa and tickets sorted. I still have to book my tickets and visa, so I'm still on the edge because I've still not got my leaves approved. Maybe if I get my leaves, I'll put in the tickets in the next week. But if I don't, then I'll unfortunately have to miss. So currently, it's Swapnil who's traveling from Netherlands. Like last time, the two of us traveled to Riyadh. He's already booked his tickets. There are other 2-3 people who are still figuring out their visas, and maybe we see 4 people this time. Hopefully, if all 4 of us can go. So let's hope for the best. And we didn't choose Riyadh because we've already been there, so we thought we don't want to watch Al Hilal twice.
Yeah, they're anyway coming home. So finally, looking at the ISL season, like I mentioned, looks like a very mouth-watering season because it's not just the players, the coaches at the helm of all the other teams, right? Juan at Mohan Bagan with Sergio back again at Odisha. I mean, finally, hopefully they can get their rhythm together. The team should perform well. Hoping for that. Des with Simon Grayson stays with BFC and stuff. So, how do you look overall? Tushar, you can start, or whoever has a mic can start. The overall season for ISL is the 10th edition, and we also see Punjab FC come up. Finally, we see promotion happening. Maybe relegation will take some time, but looking forward to like kind of okay, it's going right in the direction. Like the teams playing in the I League now can dream of playing in your top league. So, with all of this keeping in mind, how do you look forward to the season?
Like for me, it's an exciting time. The fact that the promotion is there in place now. So there's something to look up to, and we can see now. We will see how Punjab performs, how what they come up with, how they strategized to play in the top league now. For me, what I'm excited about with this season is yeah, the players and Des they have a plan, but I'm thinking like a fan right now, and there's been a build up right now for Mumbai, given with the whole Neymar hype. We can thank Neymar and the whole hype on that. But there is a hype for Mumbai City FC now, and we as fans need to bank on that. Like get these guys to the stands now and show them what Mumbai football is, irrespective of this whole Neymar hype. So I think that's where we are, and the fact that our youth players now have a setup. There's so many youth teams now for Mumbai, and these guys now will want to come to the stadiums. Because I remember when back in the day, I remember a very small instance where a small kid was watching a match in the stadium, and he told his dad, "I want this support for me when I play on the pitch." So that's what I'm looking forward to. Like more kids coming to the stands. They see what atmosphere they can play around. So that's what's exciting for me. And as for Mumbai City FC right now as the club, like I said, Des is man with a plan. So I'm really excited about that. And with Lobera coming in, we'll see how his control C control V policy works, man. We'll see.
Like I mentioned before, every team is competitive now, and they know what they want, what we know what is at stake for them, and also because now Indian football has become mainstream. Back in the day, we used to struggle to watch matches live, and if we get to watch matches, it was in Arabic. We have been there, we have seen that, and now seeing teams like clubs doing well in terms of having a good setup, youth team, plus a coach with whom they see a long term vision. I feel again the ecosystem has been created, and clubs want to do well. And as a Mumbai City FC fan, we just don't sit back. Oh, we are playing Mohan Bagan, we're gonna beat them. We're playing BFC, we're gonna beat them. They are coming up with a plan to beat us, right? And that's what excites me again, because every other match in Mumbai football arena that we go and watch, it creates an effect wherein we don't know what the coach is thinking about, the other coach is thinking about us, right? Beat Lobera, beat Manolo, beat Simon Grayson, beat Juan. I feel it's a very cutthroat competition, is what I can say, and it's exciting. It's exciting as a football fan, but as a Mumbai City FC fan, again, it's being nervous You don't know what's gonna happen. But again, you like Tushar mentioned, Des is a guy with a plan, and I'm sure our plan is a bit better compared to others. So hoping for the best and exciting. I'm excited to see Sergio Lobera and the reception that he's gonna get after winning the double with us. I mean, I'm actually excited to see him. I'm not sure about you guys, but Lobera, when he used to beat us with FC Goa, I used to feel bad about it. Legend, I've cried because Goa used to toil us. He just 3-4 goals that too in Mumbai Football Arena, and then Sergio Lobera getting us the title. So exciting times, and I think we'll welcome him with a good reception. But yeah, overall, good ecosystem, good set of coaches we have.
Adding to Anand's point on Mumbai being up there, we've mentioned quite a few times. Like I've seen Mumbai FC days. I've seen a Mumbai football team, which was a given for the teams that they'll come here either to draw because Khalid days used to come for draw, or it's an easy win. It's a small team. We'll win and we'll come to cooperate, chill, and on. We'll win and go. But now with Mumbai City FC, they are the best team in India. So, like Anand said, they come with a plan to beat us. So the whole feeling of having a Mumbai club who is in the best in the India, so that's massive for me. That's a massive growth for me.
When you mentioned Manolo, though he's with Goa now, I figured about Hyderabad. If I'm not wrong, is it Thangbai Singh to leading the Hyderabad team? I think they have him at the helm. They do have a foreign signing as well as a coach, but that'll also be nice to see if he's actually given the head coach helm. Then we also have a change there. The Indian coach finally takes up some responsibility there as well as right. So coming when you both can add to the fact that what are you guys as fans putting up any new chants that you have planned? I know if you can't reveal much, don't. But what's in plan and what's in action for the upcoming season?
So yeah, we are. I think our plans currently are very much focused on the ACL games, and we're planning massive things. Hopefully, they work out, and like we would want more fans to travel with us to Pune, be it the first game, the second game, or the third game. I don't care which team we are playing, but I would want fans to travel for all three games because we need to show the world that in this is Indian football, and whatever we do in the stands is also equally important with what the team does on the field. So we are more excited about putting on a show in the ACL. And coming to the ISL, yeah, it's like I think till December we have a really relaxed fixture for ISL for fans at least. But this December is going to be the crazy month for us. So let's hope till then we go to the ACL games and hopefully get more fans from ACL to come to ISL. And that's I think the whole plan, and I think that's what all of us have been discussing for a while now.
I'm sure that'll happen. There will be people coming in from Pune to watch ISL matches. But yeah, about the coaches, we obviously backed Des with all our heart. Can't deny the fact that this time there are a lot of coaches that have already won the title competing against each other. It'll be tough, but I think Des always has an upper hand with his white shirt on.
And the gelled hair.
Yeah, of course. Can't.
It's Brill cream, by the way. I did ask him after the match.
Yeah, now we know why your hair is so. So, a lot of the chants, a lot of things that we do are all spontaneous and just come out. One person starts shouting something, and then we like it, and then we all. Yeah, a lot of it happens before the game, but chants like vada pav, and all that. It's all very spontaneous, and that's what makes you feel connected to the city and to the culture.
Yeah, I think coming to the end, as Akshay mentioned, as I was looking fixtures for all the teams and Mumbai ka fixture dekha, I was like, okay. December, like, wow, what is this? Yeah, and it's like one game you see, okay, fine. I'm like, oh wow, like are they like building up because they're giving Mumbai City some kind of space because they're also traveling and coming back, and I think December is like end of the year bonanza kind of a thing.
It's for the clubs playing in Asia actually. December is the month.
Yeah,
December is going to decide which team is going to have the upper hand, going into the latter part of the season.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the EPL. It's going to be
Yeah, something to look forward to even more, right? Exciting times, definitely, as a whole. Thank you so much, guys. I hope this was fun. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's thoda serious ho gaya, but I think it was fine. We did miss Amok, I must say that. But yeah, I hope he missed us more than being part of us than anything else. But thank you so much for doing this. And most of you all, you came all the way from Mira Road. Thank you so much, Anand. And the rest of you all were staying right here. So just, yeah. And I must say, Tushar was the closest and he was the one who was the late. I mean, made us wait.
Just the corporate life.
But Akshay, Tushar, Ashish, Anand, thank you so much for doing this, for coming out and spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I
Always
hope
a pleasure for you.
hope to see you guys again as well. As I said, I'm in Mumbai, you guys are in Mumbai. We keep doing this again. So, to all the lovely listeners, thank you so much, guys. If you have liked this, I hope you're from Mumbai and Pune who are listening to this. Share all the more. This is the episode with the West Coast Brigade, the fan club of Mumbai City FC, and follow them if you're from Mumbai, if you like football. If you're from Pune also, you can follow them. So thank you once again, guys. Follow and subscribe to our show. We are available on all the leading audio platforms. This is me, Siju, signing off from the Totally Indian Football Show. Thank you.